Well, not the way that I hoped it would go, but as the title says, it could have been worse, but it could have been better. 100%. It could have been better. Should have been better as well. We had opportunities where we could have lost the game, and we also had many opportunities that we could have won the game, taken the lead, or extend the lead rather. It was 3-1. Could have been 3-1, I should say. But 2-1, anything could happen. 2-2, what is? But I'm gonna just do this in the right order. I'm gonna start off with how things started. Obviously the first minute of the game, Chelsea started off very strong. Could have had a good start to the game. Things were it was in the balance, back and forth, back and forth. A couple minutes have passed. Could have taken the lead a lot of times. Sterling had the opportunity as well. But he did play well. We go on to see Man City take the lead. Um, Essentially, nearly half of the game, they find themselves ahead. You know, Penalty given away cheaply. Kukre was doing well before that as well, so it's kind of unfortunate that happened. But Holland converts a penalty that he won. It's 1-0. But Chelsea did not look disheartened. They did not look like the average Chelsea that you'd see when in the past when they would have been um, beaten against, they would have gone behind. We saw a Chelsea that were willing to fight. They came with fight, vigor, and you could see that Pochettino came to get a win. He 100% wanted a win. But a draw is it's better than a loss. I'm not settling for a draw. We should have won the game, and I'm disappointed that we drew the game because we deserved to have won that game. But I mean, we actually were balanced with Man City. We competed. We never dropped our heads. But and that showed. Silva gets the equalizing goal for us, 1-1. Good header. I think that was pure luck as well. Obviously, it was a little incident with Kukurea force, having his hands around Rodri, perhaps in a sense obstructing him from getting any interference in between that. And it's 1-1. And moments later, Sterling scores a goal against his old club, 2-1. I'm celebrating like a crazy person, shouting and saying yes, because I expected us to lose this game. I have to be honest. I actually expected, and there was multiple times I've said it to multiple people who are watching the game. We're going to lose this game. I still see us losing the game. I still see us losing the game. And you may say that I'm a pessimist, and perhaps I'll agree with you. But it's 2-1. Goes back to where I started this video with. We had an opportunity. Jackson made a poor decision. He should have passed it to Sterling. Decided to try to give it to Palmer. Those things happen. Decision making is poor. Jackson still clumsy. Jackson still needs to work on his decision making, and I expected that. Anybody who had watched that analysis video, play profile video I did on Jackson, I did say that I have my concerns. I think yes, he'll do these things, and yes, he can do that. But I did have my concerns about if he would be willing or he'd be able to do what is necessary consistently. And it's expected. He's 22. I don't expect him to be doing everything or getting everything right. Sometimes even the experience of players make the wrong decision at times. Out of selfishness, out of the fact of trying to get a goal on their tally. But Leeds leaves it open. Akanji gets the equalizing goal at that time to make it 2-2. Bernardo Silva from a short corner between him. I don't remember who took that. I think it was Foden. I'm not sure. I think it was Foden. Yeah, I think Foden did it to short corner with Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva converts it in. Gallagher moved out of the way of that. I wish he didn't, because if he did, maybe that would have prevented it from becoming 2-2. But nobody. Silva was poorly marking. He wasn't marking effectively, and a lot of the difference. I'm not going to just signal Silva, but Silva was on that side. So enough. In fairness, he should get some criticism for that. He was on that side, but the defense was all over the place. We're disjointed. We need to work on our set pieces, defending set pieces, or working on aerial duels and everything. But it's 2-2. Half time comes 90 seconds, as some commentators would have said. 30 seconds, 90 seconds rather, into it. 1 hour, 1 minute, 30 seconds. I can't talk properly. We see something that is very unfortunate happen, and that's Erling Haaland getting a brace. He scores. It's been a bit of luck. I would say slides in little. I think his foot gets a bit of a touch on it. The ball hits his elbow after it goes over the line. There's some VAR check. I don't think it should be a check. I think it's just a goal. The ball goes over the line before it hits his hand. It's not a handball, but it does show that you know at least they're checking for the right things and they're trying to do their best to check to see if any mistakes are there, if they got a error of judgment. And I have to say this, Anthony Taylor, he had some shaky moments a few times, but he actually did well officiating a game that Chelsea are involved in. He actually got a lot of the decisions that he made correct. He was spot on. I have to give that to him. So fair play to him. And I guess in a sense, the whole news of him getting demoted to the EFL or the Championship, it's I don't know. I really haven't followed up with the credibility of that or if it's accurate. But I mean, he did quite well. He was under the microscope for a lot of mistakes he would have done. So in a sense, I have to be fair. So it in a sense it was a good officiating by him. But we see the game coming 3-2 at that point. I'm disheartened. It goes on for a couple of minutes. We don't get a breakthrough until the 68th, 67th minute, where Jackson finally gets things right, and it's 3-3. We see something that my electricity just went while I'm doing this video. Unbelievable. But I'm gonna let this stay in as well. I'm not gonna cut it out. Just these things would be funny to look back at. You see us go back into the game and we have a goal that gives us confidence of we can actually go and get a win. Things go away, nothing happens. Jackson um, gets that goal. Like I said, we see James and Gallagher is obviously given the armband after that, the captain armband. At that time, James comes off. We see Enzo Fernandez come off as well. Malagusto comes on for James, and also Mudri comes on for Enzo. We see something that is obviously blatantly clear. It's the fact that Enzo comes off. Our true passes are not there. Our distribution into the final third is struggling, and it's up and down, not consistent. Then the unfortunate thing happens yet again. Rodri scores, makes it 4-3. Now, I'm looking and I'm disheartened, my head's down. I'm like, yeah, we're losing this game. I feel we're gonna lose this game. I could have feel it from the beginning of the first half, the second half, I should say. And everything just went up and down, up and down, up and down. But it's not over until it's over, as they say, because Broha, who was brought on to make an impact, does make the biggest impact. Probably scoring a goal is probably the other one, but he makes the biggest impact that you can make just coming on just a couple of minutes before. He wins the penalty, deals with a rash tackle, goes straight through. It's like it's not a clean tackle. It leads to the penalty, and guess what happens? Guess what happens, my people? Guess what happens? Cole Palmer has the ball in his hand. The poetic. This game has a lot of storylines, man. You see something that I see as incredible happen. Cole Palmer, after having the opportunity to score a goal before that, he was. I think Cole Palmer is just proving to me why I think it's going to be a success story at Chelsea. Guess what happens, man? He steps up, he takes the shot, and it goes straight past Ederson. And it's what? Not 4-3, 4-4. Come on, Chelsea. That is wonderful, beautiful, classy. Cole Palmer against his old club. He does a flashy little celebration. He doesn't really celebrate because has to show respect. But he does a little he does a little jiffy jab. He has style, man. But Cole Palmer is going to be an absolute great player at Chelsea. But like I said, all jokes and fun aside, now I have to be serious for this latter part of this video. Chelsea are actually a force to be reckoned with coming soon. They are. We have some players that if Nkunku comes back and he can make an impact, get back to fitness and can get into the game, we can actually get top four. we could actually get top four. You know, I know some people say, "Oh, you could win the league" as a joke, but you know, mathematically it's still possible. But honestly, I don't think we should be looking at that. Focus on getting top four. Try to get back Champions League, get back European football. Because I'm tired of not being able to watch Champions League, or if I want to watch it, I don't want to watch it because it makes me miss my team or wish my team was in it. But we are seeing progression under Pochettino. I know a lot of people are still undivided about it. They're divided, and you know some people want him to be gone. They don't think he's good enough. They don't think he'll bring us to the promising land as the promised land, I should say, as people like to say. And you know, fair enough. I can understand why you'd say that because he hasn't really gone up to that caliber in England at Tottenham. But he always came close, and he built a good team. He built a good fundamental structure. The philosophy was set by him, but at the end of the day, you know, I wish we won the game. We actually gave Man City a run for the money, and we've actually done well against the top six teams. To be honest, we have. We won against Spurs. We drew with Arsenal. We drew with Liverpool. We won against Brighton because I'm classifying them as a top six team in terms of where they were in the table and how they finished last season and whatever. So I'm going to classify them. We have Newcastle to play in about 13 days, if I'm not mistaken. I think we play them on the 25th. Maybe wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, like we absolutely did well. We're doing well against the top six. Pochettino is making an impact. We're seeing a different Chelsea. I know a lot of people would not expect us. We could have won the game. I didn't expect us to do that well in terms of being able to win the game or deserve to win the game. But a 4-4 at the end of the game is fantastic. It's a sign of what can come if we continue to progress like this. We can get some additions because I think we need some additions. I know some rival fans or neutral fans will say, "Oh, Chelsea are going to spend instead of doing this." I still we could wait. We could be patient. We could be patient and wait for Jackson to get there, or we could go and try to get a ready-made striker or somebody that is quote unquote ready-made, someone who can do what we want them to do immediately. But you know, we have some way to go, and Kunku could be a key part of what we need. And you know, we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, but it was a game that I think any team that had won it deserved to win. To be honest, I mean, I would obviously say Chelsea deserved to win. I'm not going to say that I want Man City to win, but if Man City had won, I would say fair play. The game was in the balance. It could have gone anyway. It was a roller coaster type of game, you know. For Man City and for Chelsea, Man City went behind. They took the lead and to go 2-1 behind. Then we drew the game leveled three times, four times actually. Three times. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, it was a fantastic win, and I'm happy that Chelsea are on the road to top four. I'm glad. Cheers, man.